ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to...
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Our game here, the Vikings and Eagles, the second of 2 on this Monday night. The Titans and Bills kicked off a little over an hour ago up in Buffalo. And this, our only Monday night doubleheader of the season, but rumor is might have a few more for 2023.
Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Now Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Jamison Williams.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes, it's not about what's called from the sideline, it's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Off of play action, it's Watson on the move to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Chubb will get the call running left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A
couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Deontay Hardy. And out of bounds finally, but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the 25. Mahomes now on first down. Touchdown, Vikings. Jameson Williams with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as they have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. Take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
35, Eagles 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Here's Watson. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Eagles are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you...
He's got a man complete. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards.
He's been a one-man dynamo on this drive so far, and you know the other receivers would love to get involved. But right now, his skill and his play has his team in a great position.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
after the fumble. They've got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings.
Jameson Williams
On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
and the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Eagles 21.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
1:53 remaining in this first half of play. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's got it to Williams.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now here's Mahomes. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Patrick Mahomes with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Vikings continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Eagles 21.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive. Because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Watson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
A short kick taken at the 18.
The Vikings take over first down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
This one grabbed by...
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. This one caught by Kittle.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jameson Williams on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So first and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. To throw again on second down, Mahomes. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jameson Williams, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings have taken a 5-touchdown lead. So, Charles, they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. Now, last week, they had the close victory. This one more commanding, much more comfortable.
Well, the sense we got from them was that last week they felt like they didn't play their best. They got the win, but they weren't really on top of their game. But they put it all together here in this one, haven't they? What an impressive, impressive performance.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the interception, here's Watson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level and what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
And some room to roam now. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about touchdown.
George Kittle, 45 yards. And the Vikings have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you...
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Nick Chubb, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator,
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Eagles are going to take over here. The size and weight that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Watson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. DK Metcalf, 51 yards. And the Eagles are able to claw one back. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Man, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. On play action, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Mahomes now to throw. And that's complete. It's Green here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. Here's Mahomes to throw. That one complete to Elliott.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Minnesota.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter. What are we doing? Inside give to Elliott.
To the 27-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains. So on 4th down, on comes the Viking kicker, Daniel Carlson. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
He completes it. They've got a 1st down.
The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise.
And the Vikings are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here, trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this one's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On on 2nd and goal. Watson, the quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Chubb is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
Tucker now to add the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. On the pass, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
And he's got some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. Had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play fake. Mahomes under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now Mahomes towards the end zone for Brown. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
He completes it.
And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. It would have been a long kick. It was prime fake field goal territory. They faked it. They got it.
So much for defense in this situation, because the natural play there is you go into what we call safe, meaning you don't really rush on that one. You almost concede it. They want to kick a long one like that and make it, so be it. You just don't give up the fake. Yet they did anyway. poor execution on the defensive side.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
61 yards on the ground for him so far.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Watson on first down. He's got him in. Complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Steven Nelson.
And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Minnesota, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.